I take my original red sauce that I use to mix with the vinegar sauce to make the North Carolina sauce. I take the red and mix it with the syrup from the Cowboy Candy smoked candied jalapenos, and that's what I'm experiment with and see how folks like it. I've put it on some chicken fingers and everything, kind of let it caramelize on it a little bit. To me, it seems like it's pretty good. I think it'd be really good on some ribs. Let it get caramelized on some ribs. Maybe even on my belly buttons, some of them cubed up pork belly and everything caramelized on them. But we're gonna play around with it, see what where it turns out the best at, and go from there and everything. And there is a setting in your radio where you can turn off the announcements, the call sign announcements when somebody keys up. So there is a setting in there. I just can't tell you exactly where it's at right now. But back to you, Neil. Everybody have a great one. Come to Montgomery if you can. Come on down. W4 Chili.
All righty. Well, the only thing about that call sign announcement is I am hearing it with about half of you and not hearing it with the other half. So I figured it was a setting on our radio, not the receiver side, transmit side, whatever. It's just kind of neat to, especially when you're not particularly alert, to see it, hear it, and then ask the wife if did he say? Also, man, when you talk about your barbecue sauce, man, if you ever went commercial, hunt up the rest of Leonard Skinner there and get him to change that song from Sweet Alabama to, Sweet Barbecue Sauce, whatever. That's what went through my head. And if you do that and make it official, then, of course, I need a cut of the proceeds. But, that cut could include a nice barbecued chunk of ribs or something, just the way I roll. So thanks a lot, Grady. And for those of you not quite in the know, when he said save the 310, he's talking about an aircraft that Reverend Jimmy is trying to keep alive. That dude is so funny. All right. Speaking of hilarious guys, Andy. Okay, maybe a chuckle at least. W4LKS. From Four Lakes, Washington, that FCC refers to as Cheney. Anyway, go ahead, Randy. Your turn.
I think the FAA and all the other federal agencies do too. Good morning, Neil. Thanks for being there. It's Randy here, W4LKS in Four Lakes. 25 degrees on the Fahrenheit scale this morning. Heat pump gave up. We're burning fossil fuel, but it keeps the house nice and warm. Yeah, I'm glad it's burning fossil fuel because I actually paid a lot of money a couple of years ago to convert from electric resistance backup heat for my heat pump to natural gas backup heat. And it works really good. Of course, I switched over our stove in the kitchen, the water heater, not the dryer, but I have one other outlet in the backyard for a natural gas generator, which I'll get one of these days. Yeah, we didn't have any power outage the other day when we had high winds, so I was thankful for that. Every time the power goes out, I go, I need to get that generator going. Well, that's about it from here. Looks like it's clear blue sky, just cold out there. Everybody have a good one. 7-3 W4LKS.
Well, thank you very much, Randy. And anybody that is severely disappointed in your Wednesday morning operator here, you blame Randy, because he pretty much twisted my arm and paid me a pretty good sum of money. So those of you operators that didn't get any money for doing this, you should probably contact Randy immediately. And there's a lot of there is. The next thing I know, I'll be getting some requests for how did I beg Randy to get money. No, that's some sort of humor this early in the morning. All right, I have collected about 10 names and ready to collect another 10 or however how many come in the next cycle here. So you guys are doing a great job and nice and slow and steady, and I'm not doing too bad so far. So key up or announce. Either way, I'll get you in the list. Come now.
87 AAC.
AB9GY. All right. Well, most of you have done net control duties. And there's a fine line between quick keying and missing the next guy to check in and waiting around so long that people thought you passed away or something. So, neither one of those things had happened. And we're going to, John Boy, I don't know if you're barbecuing your breakfast, but I do enjoy your midday barbecue reports. Probably a little early for you. But either way, take your turn, buddy. KD7AAT will go next, and then Bill, AB9er Golf Yankee. So let's take John Boy first.
Well, thanks, Neil, and good morning to everyone out there in Radio Land. I tried to get in on the first round. I doubled up with Paul, and I tried twice, and then I doubled up with somebody else. So I just waited it out. No, I'm not barbecuing my breakfast, and I was going to barbecue last night, but I got home from the lake, and I was going to thaw out something, but we had our power off yesterday because of PG&E replacing a big old pole and transformers and a bunch of stuff just over here on the highway. Our electricity was off for 9 hours yesterday, so I ended up wait until the electricity came on, and I threw a Marie Callender's pot pie in the microwave. So I'll do my chicken tonight. Anyway, right now it is overcast, fog, a little breeze, and 50 degrees. And that's why I'm not at the lake, because this kind of weather started coming in, and it's not for camping, and it's going to be a little ugly for the rest of the week, I guess. So we're just going to hang out here and do some stuff. Other than that, that's about it. I got to reset a couple of my port forwardings since the router changed the IP addresses on a couple. So, with that said, I'll turn it back to you. Thanks for being there. Everybody have a great rest of the week. KD7AAT.
All right, John, thanks for that. And I think any of us that have done D-Star, trying to check into some of the more popular nets, of which this is one, can get kind of, what would you say, frustrated because the reflector pretty much doesn't seem to know how important each and every one of us are, and, grabs what it hears and won't give it up. It was especially irritating when you're trying to maybe change reflectors or something, and you can't, because you can't unlink from the one you're at. That's where having your own personal hotspot comes in pretty good. All right, just to let you know, Pat checked in at 0703 and gave a greeting to Bill down here. AB9er Golf Yankee from Spokane. Your turn.
Okay, this is AB9GY. Good morning, everybody. Yep, well, I used to try to get in the very beginning, and I was always getting stepped on. So I moved it to about the middle of our time here, about 7:30 in the morning, before I ever tried to start getting in, and usually I can get in before 8 o'clock, so I know how that goes. And today I'm on the repeater today because my internet is out, and so is my Comcast. Oh my, what a terrible thing to happen. You get used to having that stuff all the time, and then we got to go back to the old way. But I had a antenna hooked up to the TV. That was back, my gosh, it's getting close to 4 years ago. I always just kind of left it on there because Comcast never got out here till April, and I got in here in February. Well, anyhow, it's quite a mess. They're going to be here between noon and 2 to find out why I ain't got anything. AV9GY, back to you.
Okay, Bill, thanks for checking in. And, yeah, man, I'm still running old school here, DSL, for a number of reasons, and certainly speed is one of them. But, I don't know. It's all I need. I can stream just fine. I think I'm getting around 8 or 9 megabits. And, at least, it don't matter what else the world's doing. I've just never had trouble with this DSL line. So we keep it and use it. All right, I have okay, Bill is the last one on my list so far, and I am ready for a few more.
KG7HZT.
KA7FPV.
Kilo Charlie 7, November Yankee.
W7SSK.
DC9.
I don't know if it's possible, but I think I doubled with you there. Stephen, I got you in there. But ahead of you, we got Jeff, KG7HZD from Spokane Valley, and KA7 Fox Victor. Must be some fun to send in Morse code there. He's from Spokane. And Michael, we got you checked in, KC7NNY, and W7SSK, Don, and Steve, KC9SIO. Got you, it's the last of the check-in so far. So, let's go back up to the first key rupper, and that would be Jeff, KG7HZT.
Well, good morning, and good morning to everybody on the net. Yes, this is KG7HZT out in a chilly but sunny Spokane Valley. 20 degrees on the front porch this morning. Plenty of frost, but plenty of sunshine as well, so I think it's going to be a nice dry day anyway. We've got more rain coming, I think, tonight into tomorrow. Or what day is it? It's Wednesday, so tomorrow into Friday. I don't know. Anyway, no big plans for today. Got a couple of things going on, but nothing pressing. So I'll turn it back to you. Thanks so much for doing the net this morning, Neil. Take care. This is KG7HZT, 7-3 to all.
All right, man. Yeah, it's cold in Spokane, and guess we shouldn't be terribly surprised since that tends to happen every year. Scott, KA7 Fox Victor, your turn.
Hey, good morning, Neil. Morning, everybody else. Hope anybody in Spokane staying warm. We started out with 19 here, and my temperature gauge or temperature sensor for my little weather station here in my office is not working. So, but my other weather station showed 19 at 6 when we got up. So a little nippy out there, that's for darn sure. Clear as a bell. About popping the drone up about 100 feet and doing some time-lapse pictures of the sunrise coming up, but I've been busy with work this morning, so I didn't do that. And looks like it's going to be too cloudy to do that tomorrow. We'll have, like Jeff said, we're going to have rain. So, oh well, opportunity missed. Darn it anyway. Other than that, just another work day and staying busy this morning. Got a demo I got to do for docs at 8:30, so getting ready for that.
Thanks, Neil, for being there, and good morning to everybody else out there. Yeah, we didn't lose any power during all that windstorm, but boy, it just picked up the yard the day before and got leaves from the neighbor's elm tree. I think it's about done now, all over the place, so I'll have to clean that up here this weekend. Again, one more time, but hopefully it'll be the last time. K7FTV, have a good one.
Hi, Scott. Yeah, the wind did blow. All my neighbor, we don't have any trees with leaves, but my neighbor does, and he was so kind to share. So I've got a driveway pretty much full of leaves, and that's just the way it goes. I got to get rid of them, of course, before the snow flies, because my snowblower will chop those up, and usually at the detriment of the said snowblower. All right, Mr. Mike. What's my first check-in here? Oh, that was Pat, K7HRT. So he checked in at 03 and wanted to say hi to Daddy. So we'll give you your shot here, KC7NNY. Go ahead, Mike.
Good morning, Neil. This is Mike, KC7NNY in Spokane Valley. It's 18 degrees here. I'll say hi to my dad, K7HRT, if he's still listening. I'm actually on the phone with my brother, KD7CLL, down in Las Vegas. So I'll get back to him, too, and I'll let you guys all have a great day. 7-3, KC7NNY.
Okay, very good to get that. And we're going to move on to... sorry about that. I was going to say the old Wednesday morning DRE operator. That's pretty big shoes to fill, and I'm still kind of working on that. I got lifts in there and some orthotics. I'm doing my best, but let's turn it over to Don, W7SSK, and take your turn, buddy.
Good morning, Neil. You're full of it this morning, boy. Well, and old is the operative word here. So anyway, we're here still, so we can always be joyful in waking up on the right side of the grass. Hey, good morning to Randy over there. Glad that he's nice. It's a heat system that works well. And let's see here. It's about 28 degrees on my deck. The official knuckle teal temperature is 34. I don't know where that is, but it's 38 here on my deck. I don't know a whole lot this morning, so we'll say good morning to you, Neil, and good morning to all on the net. W7SSK back to net.
All right, Don. I think everybody's a little colder than usual, except for our friends on the down there in the south, and maybe John, and down there in Napomo, he's probably not freezing to death either. But, boy, Spokane, it has not changed since I got up around 6. It is 22 degrees currently on the north side of the river here in Spokane. And we're just powering through. And, yeah, kudos to you, Don. You were very helpful when I first got started. And Stephen sent me an email that was pretty helpful, too. So let's turn it over to him. KC9er, Sierra India Oscar. Go ahead, Steve.
Well, good morning, Neil, and everyone on the DRE Morning Net this morning. It is cloudy and 60 degrees here in Champaign, Illinois. Yep, no problem, Neil, no problem. Glad to be of help. I was glad to be of help. Anyway, got a whole bunch of leaves bagged up. Several bags, in fact. And I got more leaves to go. So, yeah, as far as the other station goes, I was saying about leaves from a neighbor's tree. Yep. I know that feeling because I'm looking at our neighbor's tree right now from the east. Our neighbor from the east, I'm looking at his tree, and yep, it's still got leaves. And they're coming down on our side of the fence as usual, so I got leaves to bag up to blow, pile up and bag up before the rain hits today. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today, at least until I run out of bags. Mother said she'll get me at 20. I guess later, because she didn't leave it on the counter this morning. Anyway. So anyway, I gotta do that until I run out of bags, and then I guess just quit. Or do it till the rain hits and quit. Anyway, other than that, not too much else going on here. Neil, so I'll just turn it back over to you. But have a great day, and I'll catch the majority of you later. K2AMF and the DRE Morning Net from KC9SIO, 73 all the way around.
Oh, thanks a lot, mate. I am running a net logger this morning. I should have mentioned that. And those of you that have a net logger on your computer or smartphone or pad or whatever, if you want to see me messing up, which I haven't done yet, but it's, the net's only about half over or so. Well, there's still that opportunity. But I am running net logger. And I got empty boxes, which means it's time to take a few more chickens. And come ahead. Come now.
37 CDP.
And 6 easy.
K7 ITE.
KJ7 DUE.
Hey, Fast and Furious, kind of the way, well, never mind. I was going to tell you a story about my girlfriend, but probably, not everything you should be transmitting. Sometimes I get talked to by what I say, but I never get any credit for what I was able to hold back. Craig, W7CDP will go next, and then Gary and 6CZE from California, K7ITE. That's Rick in Mount Vernon, Washington. And last but not least in this round, Montana, Whitefish, Montana, KJ7DUE, that's Kim. So let's go back up to my neck of the woods. Craig, I think QRZ says we are 1.5 miles away. So I wouldn't call this call DX. But anyway, best to Debbie, of course. W7CDP, go ahead.
Good morning, Neil. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I am mobile this morning on the way to pick up the daughter who's getting her snow tires put on today, and I'll deposit her at work. So I'm doing the family Uber today, I guess. Hey, just got a thing from yesterday from K1R. There's an update for the FRN system. Supposedly it makes it better to collect money or whatever for that, but you already got one, of course, unless you're getting a new one or another one for some reason. But if anybody's looking for an FRN number, there's a new update as of the 15th, a couple days ago. So go on there and take a look and see. Let's see, we have testing tonight here in Spokane with the Laurel Group. And K1RR is email, everything's good on QRZ. So if you want to take a test out here in the Spokane area, you might want to give that a whirl. I don't know, it might be a little late, but try anyway. Anyway, that's really about it. We'll see how it goes for Monday morning still. I don't know. I think I don't know if I'll be able to make it to Medford to do it Monday morning or not, so I don't know. But anyway, we'll give it a whirl. Everybody have a wonderful rest of the week, and we'll catch you all later. W7CDP, we're clear at mobile.
Craig, I don't know if you heard me mention earlier that Josie went over to the Safeway there to get me a triple latte, which I think is a good idea. We're going to do that next week. But anyway, Safeway has their sprinklers running. I don't know how long they've been running it all night or what, but isn't that interesting at 22 degrees? Maybe they found a way to keep their pipes from freezing up by simply, making ice all winter. Don't know. Anyway, that's what's going on there. Let's see what's going on in Montclair, California. Gary, N6CZAE, take a turn.
Well, good morning to you, Neil, and everyone on the net. This is Gary, N6CZAE in Montclair, where it's 57 degrees on our way up to about, depending which station you're looking at, somewhere in the neighborhood of 75, but we'll see where that lands. All in all, a pretty good day on tap. Hopefully our big 90 and 100 degree weather is gone for a while, so we'll enjoy some of this cooler weather. Probably should hop into the Sampson report. I think I told you yesterday about Sampson's heartbroken about the mailman lady that was married and kind of took that pretty hard. Well, on yesterday evening's walk, he's found a new love. One of the neighbor girls has candy and was willing to share it with him, and so now he's pretty excited again. He's got a new love and a good supply of candy. So he's all frisky again and feeling pretty well. So that's kind of the Sampson report there, other than the fact that he and Mom just left for another cruise out there to see what's going on. And other than that, not too much here. Hope everybody has a great week, and I want to thank you for doing the net, my friend, and hopefully we'll see everybody tomorrow morning. With that, back to you, N6Cs, Eddie.
Here, I'm fairly new. Well, I've been doing this net, you guys, believe it or not, for 2 months. Sampson is. I know who Delilah was, but I think that's a different story. I didn't know if it's your dog, because you generally don't give candy to dogs, but can you briefly tell me who Sampson is, so I'll be ready for your report next week?
Well, just real quickly, that is a Welsh Pembroke Corgi, and we did have a Delilah, which was also a Welsh Pembroke Corgi, but she passed away, and so we got a new dog 2 years ago, or almost 2 years ago, and that's what Sampson is. We don't normally let him get much candy. We try to keep him on pet treats and things, but the neighbor girl gave him a piece of candy. He was pretty excited about that, and thought that was pretty neat. So hopefully he'll be able to go back to regular dog treats and not do the candy. So that's Mr. Sampson there. Back to you, sir. N6Cs, Eddie.
Thanks for sharing that. Some of you know I lived in England for 20 years, and you have mean to corgis, you're liable to have your head cut off at the Tower of London. That was the threat. I don't know anybody that got their head cut off, but I don't know anybody who didn't get their head cut off for abusing a corgi. And most of you should know that that's the Queen's dog. She got, I don't know how many of them, 200-300 of them, and running around the castle there. And my sister, they like corgis too. She got one and named it Walter. That's a pretty royal name. And Walter's a girl. But nowadays, you think you are is pretty much what you are. So let that kind of just dribble away and move right along quickly to who's next on my list. I believe that's Rick in Mount Vernon. K7ITE. Come on.
Good morning, Neil and the group. K7ITE in a 33 degree, clear, beautiful Mount Vernon this morning. It looks like we're going to have blue skies. We're going to have, this will be our second day of no rain. And we've been in floods, record-setting floods here. In western Washington. I-5 had been shut down. Lots and lots of roads were shut down. Lots of activity. Our areas group was not deployed, nor was search and rescue. They didn't need to be deployed either. Anyway, it's been a long time since I've been on this net, but now that we're in winter, I can get on here more. Really good to hear Don out of Muckle Teal, my kind of neighbor. Haven't heard him for a while. I was thinking about him. I was going to give Randy a call and see what was happening with his dad. So great to hear them on here. And we've had some big wins, and hopefully they're all over. I lost the center pole on my inverted V, or as I like to say, I've decided to redeploy my NFED halfway in a different orientation. Anyway, thanks for doing the net, Neil, and back to you, K7ITE.
Yeah, sure the winds you had over there did make their way over here, so you obviously are aware of the strong winds. I got an inverted V 2040 homemade fan dipole, and I do have some minor insulators to keep the wires apart at the very top where they come off the feed line. But the other way I separate them is just I got two different guy lines for each band, and the idea is to keep them separate. But the high winds yesterday tended to tangle them all up. But luckily, it is just a matter of untying the guy string on the bottom one and whipping it around a little bit to de-screw it. I don't know if that's a word, but anyway, wire antennas are pretty cool and low load on the wind usually, but the wind yesterday and the day before were nothing that we could ignore. All right, I'm sure you all wanted to hear about the Spokane wind, and it has calmed down since John left town. I don't know if there's a correlation there or not, but it's a little more windy in California and less windy here. Kim, KJ7DUE from Whitefish, Montana, one of my more favorite states. Take your turn, my friend.
Well, good morning, Neil, and everyone on the net from a lightly snow-covered Whitefish. Yeah, wind, gosh, let's step back to Monday night. There was horrendous winds in the valley, and looking at the paper this morning, about 10% of the county was without power. That did not include us, though, which was kind of handy. And then, yesterday evening, the wind really kicked in, and we had a heck of a snow squall move through, but it only dropped maybe quarter, half inch of snow. And then the temperature down to 22 degrees here at the house this morning. And I'm sure it's much colder than that in the valley. But, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, though. The sun's shining through the trees, sparkling off the snow. And, looking forward to it. Hope everybody has a great day. It's all from Whitefish, KJ7DUE.
All right, Mr. Kim, thank you very much for that. You know, I served a year in Korea as well, what's called a remote isolated tour. And that, pretty much described it all right. And my point? Pretty much every Korean gentleman I ever met was named, you ready? Mr. Kim. Except for that one guy that was named Mr. Lee. He really stood out amongst the Kims of, anyway. All right, Goofy time is put on standby because I got blank boxes on my net logger, and I'd like to fill them. So if you haven't checked in yet, we are getting close to the bewitching hour. Come now, come slow, come good, and I will write you down.
Kilo 7, Mike, Hotel, Mike.
WA7 VFQ.
Okay, my little ID31, you got a twofer there. You got Bellingham, Washington, where my little brother lives, and Jim in the Palouse. So K7MHM. Why don't you come ahead, Mike?
Thank you, Neil. K2AFM. This is K7MHM in Bellingham, where we're trying to get over the flooding that we've had up here. I got some bad news. One of my ham friend's boat broke free and is on the beach down on the Whidbey Island. and that's no fun. And it was good to hear Rick on again, K7ITE. I'm just about 25 miles north of him, and so it's good to hear him coming back on. I do try to listen every day, and I thank you, Neil, for doing the net. Back to you, K2 AFM. This is K7MHM, 73s all around.
Alrighty, it's not super critical, but yeah, kind of like the old bowling company and a failed Harley experiment. And I saw, like I said, I have family in Bellingham, and I saw a video of a very serious flood you had. There's kind of a documentary. Holy crap, that was a bit of a eye-opener. So you guys stay safe over there on that side of the state. And I will move on to Jim now from the Palouse, WA7 Victor Fox, Quebec.
Hey, good morning, Neil. Everybody out there in the area. Cool in here. Heavy frost today with an overnight low of 18. So, yeah, it's chilly burger down here. So, no ice forming on the river yet. It's going to get warm, and it's headed up. It's up to 23 already. But, yeah, it's definitely getting towards winter time for sure. My wife's got a PT appointment this morning. I have a load of recycling to take to our mixed recycling place, and when that's done, I think we might run to Costco and pick up some needed items. Other than that, that's all I got. Hey, have a good day, everybody. Take care, and talk later. WA7 VFQ, back to control.
Well, let's hope that your shopping trip is successful. And, well, we used to wish everybody a goodbye and good luck and all the rest of it. But now we tend to wish, when we hear somebody's going shopping, we go, boy, hope you find the shelves are full of stuff. Seems like a nice thing to wish on people. All right, it is 0757 plus 08 seconds, and this is Neil, K2AMF, running, doing my best anyway. Maybe I'm walking the Wednesday morning DRE net, but it is not too late to key up and let us know you're out there. Visitors are always welcome. There are, as far as I know, no net requirements to dues and things like that. So, if you're a visitor, you're listening up on this reflector, and you haven't checked in before, hey, do it. Check in now. K2AMF listening. Well, it pretty much sounded like dead silence. And just to make sure, this is the, QRT call, meaning if you don't check in now, we're going to close the net at just about. Well, all right then. I do appreciate all your check-ins. I do enjoy, like I said, I've been doing this for about 2 months now or so. So the call signs, names, locations, stories. Added a new one today with the corgis, and that's what makes the net fun. This is fun for me. You guys have to put up with me, but I enjoy all you guys. So I want to thank all of you for participating in the Wednesday morning net. And know that we're going to do it again with a different control operator tomorrow morning at 0700. So I hope you all check into that net again. And thank you for participating in today's net. And at this time, I'm going to close the net. And before I do that, I want to give thanks to the Northern Utah Tech Society, the Nuts, for allowing us to use said reflector, 2-9er. Have a great day from K2AMF Spokane, 73.
me on the caboose there, Neil. We'll catch you. Well, just coming off the bar net.
Oh, wait a minute. I had almost started to shut down here. Oh, Bill, KC8Y2L. You know what? It's not too late for you to check in, except for kind of drop my tool set here. Be happy to write you down. KC8 YQL. Did you have anything you wanted to share, Bill? You got like a captive audience. Is not everybody's left. What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, I gotta go wee-wee. I've been listening to the Old Red Bar Net for 2 hours. I gotta go to the little boys' room. See you next week. KC8YQL.
There's one thing, you know, when you're dealing with a net with a bunch of, shall we say, experienced rather than old. Guys, yeah, we got to have a scheduled potty breaks. I'm surprised we don't close the net down for 5 minutes every 15 for such purposes. But with all that aside, thank you for checking in, man. Love to get you into the my net stats here. Got 24 chickens today, and I think the cure for my what would you call it, slow ops, is a quad shot, basically a 12-ounce latte with a triple shot. Tends to, I don't know, fool the brain into thinking it's time to get up. So, thank you so much for checking in, and I have closed the net, but if there's anybody that just now found us and wants to check in, I got no problem with adding you to the list.
KA2AMF, this is K9PTF. You have just had the biggest honor ever. You had KC8YQL, and he was only there for 10 seconds. That's incredible.
Oh, damn. Well, yeah, I'm not terribly behind at the moment, so I probably should stick that way. I don't know. There's a couple of the YouTube videos that I was mentioning that don't have anything to do with him, but if any of you guys are into aviation on any level, that Jimmy's World is a good combination of education and humor, and he's an Army vet. I can't tell exactly what he did in the Army, but he seems like a guy who kind of can do a lot with a very little. And also I've been looking at a YouTube channel from a guy in Ohio who rescues the smaller steam engines. They're 2-foot gauge O2O jobs, but they're real actual steam engines, and it's kind of fun watching him tear them apart. And I mean, some of these guys hadn't run for 50, 60 years, and the last two he got were in Canada, but he brought them down to Ohio, there near Youngstown, Ohio, and he gets volunteers to help him tear them apart, and then he puts them back together and runs them on the weekend. But anyway, anybody that might be interested in that channel, just pop me an email, k2amf@arrl.net, and I can send you that info, because I know we got some, I'm not going to say train nuts, I'm going to say train enthusiasts, especially steam engines. So there you go. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. It is 8:04, and I do not own this reflector, so I'm going to call it good and log these calls and carry on with the day. So 73, everyone, K2AMF.